Hello everybody and welcome back to a tutorial. Today I'm gonna do a tutorial about how to do a laser that's gonna stop when colliding with an object. Okay, so basically what you're gonna need for this one is a static mesh or a skeletal mesh. I think that's gonna work too. You got to make sure that its pivot, it's, I don't know, on one of its sides. You can do that by getting into the static mesh, going to import translations and move that as much as you need to. Then you go to sets and there import a set laser shoot. As you can see, this is not enough, so I will add more. Again, re-import the static mesh, and this is pretty good for now. Then we create a blueprint class. We can call this, I don't know, laser, and from here we start. You can add a cube if you want this to, let's say from here it's gonna be shooting. Okay, and you can add a cylinder, put this like, rotate that, and like this. We add the static mesh, and we choose the static mesh that we have. We type its name. We're gonna see that it's way too big, so we need to resize it so it fits our size. Okay, let me just uncheck this, and then we can move it where we need to have it. So it's right here. I suggested to have it inside your thing because I don't think you want it to be shown. And you need to rotate so the pivot it's gonna stay inside the object, because when you're gonna resize that to the length that's gonna, let's say we place this here, when it's gonna go here, the laser, you need to resize it from its left so it doesn't go behind it as well. Okay, so you need to place it right in the center, and I suggest you putting it behind and do it really small, because I don't think it's a good idea to have it outside, because I don't think you want to show it. Okay, so let's start. A pretty good thing that you can do is add local rotation and add, let's say, the z.3. Let's see how is that going. Okay, we can see that it's going pretty well. Okay, but we can still increase it. Let's say like that. Sorry for the lag. Okay, and we need to add a line trace by channel. Okay, we need to get the static mesh world location, so we press Ctrl and drag it, or you can just drag it and then get, but it's not a variable, so my bad. Get world location. We put in the start. Then we get the forward vector. We multiply that with with a float value, let's say 8000. Then we need to add these vectors up, and that's gonna connect to our end. And we could choose to see our line trace. So let's see how it's going, and you can see it. It's moving with the uh, blueprint, and it's going every tick. It's gonna update. Okay. So first things first, we need to check if we are going to hit anything. If it's false, we need to set static mesh size. Sorry. Yeah, we need to set the world 3D scale to 0, because let's say if our line trace doesn't hit anything, it's gonna go really far away, and at some point it's just gonna be way too big and it might crash as well. So we need to set it 0, because as you can see, if there's would be no wall, it's literally gonna hit nothing and just go an insane amount. Okay, let's put that back. Now let's break our hit result, and from here we need to get a tree start, and we need to make the difference between the tree start and from the impact point. Then we're gonna get the vector length, just vector length, not squared. Then we're gonna divide this. By, let's say, 200, and we are gonna set the static mesh 3D world scale again, but this time we're gonna do something else, not 0. Okay, we're gonna make a vector, and we can get the static mesh from here, and we are gonna update the X values, so we need to set the Y and the Z the same and plug this into X, and yeah, let's see if it's working. As you can see, it's working. From here, what you can do is to apply damage to the what's called to the pawn, and if the pawn has less than 0 health, you can destroy it. Okay, so I just made a really simple level from the template. I just removed some things and I just added the laser and some meshes that I can hide behind. And what I forgot to tell is that you should remove collision from your static mesh, going to collision, and here you should have remove collision, because if you're not gonna remove that, you're gonna be dragged with your laser, and that's not what you want. And so, as you can see here, here is the laser. It's not gonna go to the object, and we can hide, and we can do whatever we want from here. You can get really creative with this. And let me just show you the material that I've created. It's pretty simple one. You just need a vector t constant and normal constant. That's gonna be the level of the glowiness and the color of it. You multiply them and you plug them in the emissive color. Sorry for that. And so this is pretty much it. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.